Okay, thank you. So we were discussing class A amplifiers in the previous class. Okay, so important, class A amplifier means we are operating in the center of the active region, which also happens to be the center of the center of the load line, right? Ideal case it is center of the load line. Practically, okay, almost at the center of the load line. Anyway, we will throughout our analysis for class A amplifier, we will say that we are operating at the center of the load line. Okay. So we have discussed that when we are operating at the center of the load line, the maximum VCC, okay. See, center of the load line means we are operating here. Based on the input signal, the output signal will get like this. Okay. So the maximum VCE swing, okay, along x-axis is VCC. Of course, minimum is 0, right? Likewise, the maximum IC swing, which is along y-axis. IC axis is y-axis, isn't it? So the maximum IC swing, which happens to be along y-axis, we have discussed that it is 2 ICQ, okay, right? Because the point where this intersects the x-axis was VCC, midpoint is, okay, VCC. So midpoint is VCC by 2. Anyway, the total, right, the distance is VCC. So V max is VCC. Likewise, okay, the midpoint here, we discussed it is, we are calling it as IC. We are calling it as ICQ. Q because it is DC. Okay. Q stands for quiescent, means we are considering only DC condition. So if this is ICQ, we discussed that the total from here to here, it will be 2 ICQ. So this point is 2 ICQ. All this we discussed in the previous class. So the maximum, okay, IC that we get will be 2 ICQ. Of course, the minimum IC that we will get, I min will be 0. Okay. So all this we have seen. Then we started discussing series FET direct coupled class A amplifier. It is direct coupled because the load is directly, okay, connected in the amplifier circuit. Next we will consider another case. The load will not be directly connected. It will be connected via a transformer. That circuit we will call it as transformer coupled class A amplifier. Okay. Anyway, we have also seen how we are fixing the operation point. First, we are fixing IB by using RB. IB is equal to VCC minus VBE by RB. VBE is 0.7. So VCC minus 0.7 by RB gives IB. So VCC is constant, right? So just by fixing RB, we will fix IB. Okay. By choosing the value of RB. Initially, we will choose VCC value. Then we will choose RB value to get IB. Once we fix IB, automatically the IC is fixed. Okay. Beta IB is the relation. So beta is a constant. From the transistor data sheet, you can get the value of beta. Usually, its range is from 50 to 200. Okay. So once we get the IC, okay, from IB, right? So far we are dealing with only DC values. Hence we have Q representing quiescent or DC conditions. Next, what is power? Anybody? In terms of voltage and current, what is power?
Voltage into currents.
Very good. Voltage into current. So here from this circuit, what will be the DC power? Okay, just see this circuit, think and tell me what will be the DC power. The DC power that we are supplying to the circuit. What will that be? DC voltage into DC current, isn't it? Power is voltage into current. So DC power will be DC voltage into DC current. Okay. So whenever, if you want to find the power supplied to the circuit, then what you need to do? You should see what is the voltage source value. Okay. multiplied by current drawn from the voltage source. So now tell me, easy question. What will be the power? Okay, what will be the DC power supplied in this circuit? Okay, first of all, what is the DC voltage here? Students, what is the DC voltage? You can see and tell. I hope you are able to see my screen. What is the DC voltage here? VCC. Okay, the DC voltage is VCC. Okay, what is the DC current? Answer please. What is the DC current here? Okay, anyway, the current drawn from the DC source, we have two currents, IP, IC. Okay, so you know KCL means the currents in these two branches will be equal to the current here. Okay, means the current drawn from VCC will be what? Anybody? What will be the current drawn? Yes, students, what will be the current drawn from the VCC? Students, unmute yourself and answer, please. Students, what will be the current drawn from the VCC? Already, okay, it is very easy question. Please answer. Two currents are drawn, right? IB, IC. So the net current drawn from VCC will be IB plus IC. So the power will actually be VCC into IB plus IC. Okay, actually you can write VCC into IBQ plus ICQ. Q stands for DC condition. Okay, so actually it is VCC into IBQ plus ICQ, but usually this IB, okay, or IBQ, it is very small. Base current is very small, so you can neglect. So the power supplied by the DC source, we can approximate it to be VCC into IC. Okay, for DC we will add Q. So the power supplied by the DC source is VCC multiplied by ICQ. Okay, VCC multiplied by ICQ is the power supplied by the DC voltage source. Why we are trying to find this? Okay, we are trying to find what is the efficiency of this circuit. Okay, what is the efficiency of this circuit? We are trying to find out. Okay, so what will be power efficiency? Can anybody answer? Generally, what will, okay, I have given you one example in the previous class. Okay, suppose your father gives you say 10 rupees. Among that, you waste 5 rupees and you utilize beneficially another 5 rupees. What will be your efficiency? Yes, students, unmute yourself and answer.
50%.
Very good, 50%. Huh? Good. So, likewise, see it is like this. There is power supplied to this circuit. In that, how much power the circuit is, okay, wasting, and how much power the circuit is utilizing beneficially, that we have to consider. So the power utilized by the circuit beneficially divided by the total power supplied to the circuit, that will be the efficiency. Okay, right? So this is general efficiency for any circuit, for any electronic circuit. What do you mean by efficiency? It is the power, okay, the useful power at the output. Because see, we are like I have the example that I have given you. Only 5 rupees we have used. This the person has used 5 rupees correctly. So only the useful power at the output divided by the total power supply. Okay. Now there are some approximations that we will make here. We are dealing with amplifiers. Let it be okay. Any amplifier usually which power is large. Okay. Anyway, let me ask like this: which signal is large in an amplifier? The input signal or output signal? Among these two, which signal is large? Think amplifier, what it does. So, okay, I will ask like this, reverse. Which signal is small in an amplifier? The input signal or output signal? Fast, please.
Input signal.
Very good, input signal. Okay, because Are Baba, it is amplifier. Means compared to output signal, input signal is small. Then only it is amplifier, isn't it? You are giving a small signal. Okay. And at the output, you are getting amplified version. Means compared to the output signal, the input signal is usually very small. Isn't it? That is why it is amplifier. Right? Okay. Fine. So now we know that the input signal is usually okay. The input signal is usually having less value. Okay. And right. So which one can we neglect? If you want to neglect, say while during power calculations, which one we can neglect? The input AC signal or the output AC signal? Which one we can neglect? Obviously the input AC signal. Okay, so this is the important point. If you don't understand this, okay, even if you buy hard 10 times, 100 times, you won't understand the operation of this. Why efficiency we are taking, okay, like this, we will not understand. So first important point, because the input signal has low value, we neglect the input AC power. Okay, please note that the input AC power we will neglect because it has less value. Okay, so what are the how many powers we are supplying here? Is it only this AC power we are supplying or anything else? Just now we discussed the DC power. Okay, so actually the power supplied to the circuit, we are supplying the DC power as well as the AC power. Okay, but just now we discussed that the AC power is very small, the AC input power. Okay, just now we discussed that the AC input power is very small. Okay, so what we can approximate, the total power supplied to the circuit, we can approximate it simply equal to which power? AC power or DC power? The total power supplied. See, observe the difference, supplied and then output. We are now only considering supply. So the total power supplied to the circuit, we can approximate it to be simply which power? Please answer. Very DC power. Okay, important point. So now we are making approximations that, see, it is like this. Suppose your father has given you 100 rupees. Okay, right? Your mother, she has given you, say, suppose 25 pies. Example. Okay, say it is 25 pies is still acceptable and she gave only 25. How much you have means you will say, okay, 100 rupees. Right? You will neglect that small value. Still it is acceptable, isn't it? Okay. So likewise, this is the DC supply is the power supplied by the DC source is large. Power supplied by the AC input source, isn't it? Only input source will supply power. Okay. So the power supplied by the AC input source is very less. So we approximate that the total power supplied to the circuit is simply the power supplied by the DC source. And what is its value? Just now we discussed. Please answer. Just now we discussed.
VCC into I.
Very good. Perfect. Okay. Very good. So it is VCC into ICQ. VCC into ICQ. So now what will be the efficiency of this circuit? Please think and guess. No problem. See, guessing. If all your guesses are correct, then you are bringing all the knowledge from inside, isn't it? You don't need to keep on by hearting. You can bring knowledge from inside. That will be very easy. So what will be the efficiency of this circuit? Formula for efficiency of this circuit. Okay, first of all, you tell me. In an amplifier, what is the output you are expecting? What is the useful output? AC or DC? Please answer. In an amplifier, what is the useful output in any amplifier circuit? Any amplifier. What is the useful output? Is it AC or DC? Please answer. What amplifier is doing? Okay. See, so far, what all amplifiers we are discussing? We are discussing AC amplifiers. Okay. We are discussing AC amplifiers. Right. So it is the AC that we are, isn't it? Input we are giving sinusoidal, and DC is only for biasing. Okay, DC is for biasing the transistor. But the useful signal that we are expecting at the output, it is the AC power, isn't it? We are giving a small sinusoidal input, okay, and we are expecting a large sinusoidal output. Sinusoidal is AC, okay. So the output that we are actually expecting is the AC signal. Okay, the output that we are actually expecting is the AC signal. Okay, so now what will be the output power? Again, efficiency means useful only we have to consider, right? What money you have wasted is not counted, only the useful, right? Okay, so what is the output power here? AC power or DC power? Students, what is the useful
DC.
output? Very good. The output, the useful output power is the AC power. Okay, right? And the total input power, we have already approximated it to be the DC power. So now what will be the efficiency? What is the formula for efficiency? We are very close. Please answer.
Output power by total power into 100.
Okay. Output power by total power into 100. That is general formula. Output power by total input power into 100. Now, based on the now tell me in terms of AC and DC. After considering the neglecting input, making approximations, what will be the output? Which power we have to consider, AC or DC? Tell me the formula for efficiency.
AC power by DC power into 100.
Very good. Okay, AC power by DC power into 100, but whether it is input AC power or output AC power, whether it is input DC power or output DC power, based on that give the answer.
Output AC power by input DC power into 100.
Perfect. Output AC power into input DC power. Okay. Efficiency will be the output AC power. Okay. See, formula for efficiency, output AC power by input DC power. Okay. If you want percentage efficiency, multiply by 100. Okay. If you want percentage efficiency, multiply by 100. This derivation we are going to see shortly. But remember, generally efficiency is output power by input power. Here, the input AC power is very less. So the input power we are approximating it to be the the input power we are approximating it to be the DC power alone. Okay. So the formula here is the efficiency will be output AC power by input DC power. Okay. If future you study some other circuit, there if the formula is different, don't get confused. Okay, right? Here the formula is like this because we are neglecting the input DC, input AC because it is small. Okay, fine. So good. I'm sure that you have understood because you have given the correct answers. Now, right? See, it is like this. Whether you are studying class A, whether you are studying class B, class AB, any derivation, this is the standard formula we will use for as long as we are studying this power amplifiers. Okay, the standard formula we will use is efficiency is output AC power by input DC power. Okay, now let us see what is the output AC power. Okay, so to understand that, let us see the terms that we have here. Okay, in our circuit, we have Imax. Imax, maximum collector current, is 2IC. I mean, minimum collector current is 0. Okay. So, likewise, the maximum VCE we have is VCC. The minimum VCC, Vmin, is 0. Okay, right? From the graph. Already we have seen this. Okay. Now, here, the name for Vmax will be the maximum instantaneous voltage. Okay, Vmax will be maximum instantaneous voltage of the at the collector. Okay, maximum instantaneous value of collector voltage. That is Vmax. Vmin, because VCE we are dealing at the collector, isn't it? VCE collector, emitter is grounded. Okay, in our circuit, the emitter is grounded. So VCE, VC minus VE, you can say it as VC. Okay, so Vmax is the maximum instantaneous collector voltage. Vmin, minimum instantaneous collector voltage. Okay, Imax, maximum instantaneous collector current. I mean, minimum instantaneous collector current. Okay, so here again few more terms. What do you mean by peak to peak? What do you mean by peak to peak value? Okay, now see this circuit, see this diagram, see this graph, and tell me what is the peak to peak current value? Peak to peak IC current value, how much is that? What do you mean by peak to peak? Peak to peak, see again important term. So many problems you will have, okay? Given peak to peak current, so and so, then you should understand what is peak to peak current, isn't it? So what do you mean by peak to peak? Positive peak to negative peak, okay? From here to here, the value is the peak to peak value. Maximum value means this one. Minimum value means this one, okay? And then peak value means from the x-axis to the peak, this one, okay? So now tell me what is the peak to peak current value here? Students, easy question, please answer. What is the peak to peak current value here? See the graph and tell me.
2IC.
Very good, 2IC. What is the peak value of current here? Peak value. Okay.
VCC by RC.
That is maximum value. Okay. Whenever, okay, anyway, we will see that. We will see that. Then what is the, okay, that while we are seeing the derivation, we will see. Okay, anyway. So, what is the peak to peak collector voltage value here? Peak to peak collector voltage value, what is it? Same, positive peak to negative peak. Okay. So to see this graph, actually you have to rotate your head 90 degrees in clockwise direction. Then you will see negative peak here. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very good. The peak to peak collector voltage here is how much? VCC. Very good. So these are the terms we need for our derivation. As your friend has said, the peak to peak, okay, the peak to peak current is, peak to peak current is 2 ICQ. Peak to peak current is 2 ICQ. How we are getting that? We are taking the maximum peak minus the minimum peak, isn't it? Okay. The maximum peak minus minimum peak is giving the peak to peak value. Is it clear? Okay. Suppose the signal, if this is non-zero, if it is somewhat shifted higher, then what we will do? Okay. Then, so please remember, you cannot directly take, for example, here, we cannot directly take the peak to peak value. Always it will not be maximum. Here, because minimum value is 0, that is why peak to peak value is simply equal to the maximum value. This may not be the case always. Okay, that is the point I want to stress. Here it is correct. Here the peak to peak value is simply the maximum value. Okay, because minimum value is at 0. Anyway, so peak to peak value here, the collector current is 2 ICQ. But how we are getting that? What is the formula? What is the general formula for that? The general formula, yeah, please answer. What is the general formula in terms of Imax and Imin? Peak to peak collector.
Imax minus Imin.
Very correct answer. Okay, so the peak to peak collector current will be Imax minus Imin. Peak to peak collector voltage will be what? Peak to peak collector voltage will be what? Okay, peak to peak collector current is Imax minus Imin. So peak to peak collector voltage will be Vmax minus Vmin. Okay, fine. So these are the important terms that we need. Peak to peak, PP, IPP means I peak to peak. Okay, peak to peak collector current is Imax minus Imin. Peak to peak VPP will be Vmax minus Vmin. Okay. There is another term called as amplitude. There is another term called as amplitude. Okay. Here you can see amplitude of the AC output voltage. What do we mean by amplitude? Okay. Simply means from here to here. Okay. From here, from this point to this point. What is the value? It is represented by usually Im for current, Vm for voltage. Okay, fine. Now, from here to here, it is Imax minus Imin, means from here to here, it will be what? Again, I am repeating, from this point to this point, it is I max minus I min. So from this point to this point, how much will that be?
ICQ.
It will be ICQ, but tell me in terms of I max and I min. Tell me, see, total is I max minus I min. So from here to here, what will that be? Positive half cycle plus negative half cycle, the entire I max minus I min. Only positive half cycle. How much that will be? Please answer.
IMAX.
Ah, Tell in terms of I max and I min. See, total distance, it is like this. From here to suppose Chennai, okay? I don't know, say 700 kilometers. Suppose Vijayawada distance is in between Chennai and Hyderabad. Exactly middle, suppose. So from here to Vijayawada, how much distance? Here to Chennai, 700. Let us say Vijayawada is exactly in the middle. So from here to Vijayawada, how much? How many kilometers?
350.
350. How we are doing half, isn't it? So the total distance is I max minus I min. So from here to here, how much will that be? Tell me in terms of I max minus I min.
Max minus I mean by 2.
Very okay. I max minus I min by 2. Okay. So what I am trying to say is from here to here, okay, we call it as amplitude, simply represented by Im, and its value is V max minus V min by 2. Okay. So we have Im, okay, Im as I max minus I min by 2. Likewise, Vm will be V max minus Vm. If I max is, sorry, if Im is I max minus I min by 2, Vm will be V max minus V min by 2. Okay. Now, why we need this Vm? Okay, is because RMS value of a sinusoidal signal. What is that? RMS value of a sinusoidal signal, its amplitude Vm. What is that formula? RMS value of a sinusoidal signal, how much is it? Yes, students, RMS voltage of a okay, let us take a sinusoidal signal Vm sin omega t. Okay, what is its RMS value? RMS value of a sinusoidal signal, very important question, very easy question. It is anybody? RMS value. That is Vm by root 2. Okay, right? I think you have already studied this. RMS value, average value of a signal. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So RMS value of a sinusoidal signal is with RMS value of a sinusoidal signal with amplitude Vm is Vm by root. Okay. Likewise, RMS value of current is Im by root. Why we are dealing with this RMS value is because whenever we say output AC power, whenever we say output AC power, AC means we have to consider RMS value. Okay, right? AC, whenever we are dealing with AC signals, we have to consider the RMS value. So we know that power is voltage into current. So RMS value of voltage into RMS value of the current will give the power. But so far we are dealing with the output values only, isn't it? So this RMS value of voltage and multiplied by the RMS value of the current will give the output AC power. Okay. So what is RMS value? Just now we have seen Vm by root 2. For current, Im by root 2. If you multiply both, it is Vm Im by 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Okay. Vm is what? Vmax minus Vmin by 2. Okay. Im is Imax minus Imin by 2, which is IPP by 2. Okay. So Vm is VPP by 2. So Vm, we will take VPP by 2. Im, we will take IPP by 2. There is one more by 2 here. 2, 2, 2. 2 into 2 into 2 becomes 8. Okay. So output AC power becomes VPP into IPP by 8. Okay. Now, just what is VPP, what is IPP, we have to substitute. VPP, Vmax minus Vmin. IPP, Imax minus Imin. Okay. VPP is Vmax minus Vmin. IPP is Imax minus Imin. So here we can write it as Vmax minus Vmin into Imax minus Imin by 8. Vmax minus Vmin into Imax minus Imin by 8. Okay, so we know efficiency is output AC power by input DC power. Output AC power is this. Input DC power is VCC into ICP. Okay, so this divided by VCC into ICP. Here, what is Vmax? Vmax is VCC from the graph. Vmax is from this graph. Okay, from this graph, Vmax is VCC and Vmin is 0. Imax is 2ICQ, Imin is 0. Okay, that is what we will be substituting next. Vmax, we will